Marilyn Monroe, 1950s. Marlon Brando having a typewriting session with his cat, 1954. Jane Fonda shopping at Mayfair, 1967. Carrie Fisher watches her mother Debbie Reynolds backstage, 1963. Hugh Grant, 1984. Tom Cruise, Ralph Macchio, Emilio Estevez, Patrick Swayze, Matt Dillon, C. Thomas Howell, and Rob Lowe in a publicity, Still for the Outsiders, 1983. Meryl Streep, 1975. Louis Armstrong serenading his wife, Lucille, at the Great Sphinx of Giza, Egypt, 1961. Dolly Parton and her husband, Carl Dean, 1966. Marilyn Monroe and Sammy Davis Jr. on the 20th Century Fox lot, 1953. Grace Kelly shopping for dresses with her mother, Margaret in New York, 1955. Ingrid Bergman with her daughter, Isabella, in Rome, 1962. A teenage Natalie Wood pictured getting ready for a date in June, 1955. Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro in The Deer Hunter, 1978. Audrey Hepburn and Julie Andrews at the Academy Awards, 1964. Joanne Woodward and Paul Newman at their Hollywood home, 1965. Family portrait of a 2-year-old Elvis Presley and his parents Gladys and Vernon, 1937. Robert Redford and Paul Newman on the set of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. Audrey Hepburn, 1966. A stylish Muhammad Ali walking in New York, 1963. "17-year-old Elizabeth Taylor at home with her dogs." Sophia Loren kisses Sister Maria, 1955. John Travolta with his sisters Ellen and Anne during the stage production of Bus Stop, 1976. Princess Diana dancing with John Travolta at a White House dinner, 1985. Cary Grant leaving his London hotel in style, 1946. Diane Keaton and Al Pacino behind the scenes of The Godfather, 1972. Elvis Presley giving a final touch to his hairdo with the help of a pocket mirror, 1956. Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn when filming My Fair Lady in the 1960s. A 12-year-old Albert Einstein, 1891. Salvador Dali sunbathing on a boat at Portlagat, 1953. Robert De Niro and Catherine Scorsese, Martin Scorsese's mother in the 1980s. Carrie Fisher and a 13-year-old Warwick Davis behind the scenes of Return of the Jedi in 1983. Donna Summer with a new album, 1976. Charlie Chaplin, The Gold Rush, 1925. Marilyn Monroe and Jane Russell. During a break in filming Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953. Francis Ford Coppola and Marlon Brando on the set of The Godfather, 1972. Elton John and Cher, 1975. Meryl Streep during her cheerleader days at Bernards High School, Bernardsville, New Jersey, 1966. Singer Jimmie Rodgers and his wife Colleen on their wedding day in Camas, Washington, in 1957. Abraham Lincoln's Spirit Photograph by Harry Houdini in the 1920s. Prima ballerina, Alicia Markova, 1959. Kenny Baker and Muhammad Ali, 1979. Harrison Ford, at his Los Angeles home, 1981. Sophia Loren sitting back to back with her little sister Maria, 1955. Marlon Brando, 1949. Grace Kelly and her son Albert, 1967. Harrison Ford and Steven Spielberg taking a break while shooting Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989. Pablo Picasso and Françoise Gillot with some children in the 1950s. James Dean visiting Elizabeth Taylor in her trailer during the filming of Giant, 1955. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward book shopping in New York, 1959. Nancy Sinatra pictured with her father, Frank and family friend Yul Brynner at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas, 1965. Audrey Hepburn during an audition in London, 1948. Jack Nicholson in the 1960. Robert De Niro and Annette, 1991. Claudia Cardinale, 1962. Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver, 1984. The first beauty contest in the USSR, 1988. Audrey Hepburn with her husband Mel Ferrer and their son Sean in a maternity home in Switzerland, 1960. Elton John after going through customs at Sheremetyevo Airport 1979. Stephen King on the set of Sleepwalkers, 1992. American singer Madonna reflected in a mirror as she applies lipstick, New York City, spring, 1979. David Bowie, 1965. Frank Sinatra enjoys coffee and donuts in his trailer during a break in filming, 1950. Barbra Streisand poses for a portrait session in Central Park, New York City, March 1966. Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley with their daughter Lisa Marie, 1968. Mick Jagger in a dressing room, 1968. Cissy Houston and her daughter, singer and actress Whitney Houston, in the backyard of her home, West Orange, New Jersey, May 28, 1985. Audrey Hepburn and George Peppard on the set of Breakfast at Tiffany's, 1961. Elizabeth Taylor and husband Eddie Fisher had a boxing match, 1960. Steven Spielberg and Goldie Hawn roller skating during a party at Le Main Jaune in Paris, 1980. Harrison Ford in his home in Los Angeles, 1981. Ian McKellen on a moped with L plates in London, UK, 25th January 1970. Charlie Chaplin with his wife Paulette Goddard, 1938. Sigourney Weaver in Paris, 1979. Carrie Fisher sits with her feet up on a chair and her legs spread apart, 1977. Arnold Schwarzenegger walking through Munich in swimming trunks in order to promote his own gym, 1969. Brigitte Bardot with a bunch of gladioli. Debbie Harry in London for Vogue in 1994. Joaquin Phoenix, 1996. Audrey Hepburn, 1954. Sean Connery eating pasta, 1963. Brittany Murphy, 1999. Danny DeVito at Oratory Preparatory School, Summit, New Jersey, 1961. Shakira, 1990. Mel Gibson and Sigourney Weaver, 1983. Jimi Hendrix in Ringo Starr's rented apartment, London, 1966. Winona Ryder for Rolling Stone, 1991. Stevie Nicks, 1980. Jack Nicholson in 1972. Sofia Vergara pre-fame at Miami Beach, early 1990s. Robin Williams in New York, 1980. Bruce and Linda Lee with their children, Brandon and Shannon, in the late 1960s. Steven Spielberg with E.T. on the set of E.T., 1982. Helena Bonham Carter at age 17 in 1984. Michael Jordan playing basketball against Michael Jackson in 1992. Mick and Bianca Jagger on their wedding day, 1971. Brigitte Bardot at Pablo Picasso's studio on the French Riviera during the Cannes Film Festival in 1956. Fidel Castro playing basketball with students in Krakow during an official visit to Poland in 1972. Jacqueline Smith, Kate Jackson, and Farrah Fawcett, the original Charlie's Angels, in 1976. Samuel L. Jackson in high school.